Congratulations, John. Thank you so much for years of service projects and bringing ministry around the world.
And it's been such a delight to see you share your talents for technology and continue education and ministry, bringing churches into the 21st century.
I know what APCE has meant to you over the years, what the people have meant, and I'm thrilled for you. I know what this award means to you too. Congratulations. Well deserved.
We love you.
We love you.
I am Bruce Harvey, certified Christian educator, having the privilege to share some thoughts about John Johnson as he receives the Lifetime Achievement Award. I remember first meeting John Johnson in his jeans and UNC cap on the campus of the Presbyterian School of Christian Education many years ago. He was so unassuming. Who knew we were witnessing a technology guru, a cantata composer, and a future APCE Lifetime Achievement Sustain Award recipient? John and I share a number of common interests and likes: recreational ministry, church camping, Tar Heel basketball, Braves baseball, and APCE. We even flew on the same plane to interview for the same camp director position in Florida when we were finishing PSCE. Family and the PSCE class of 79 hold special places in both our hearts. John has blended his deep faith and commitment to Christian education with his technology wizardry. He was always using the latest gadgets to create highly sophisticated slideshows to live stream worship. He does it in such an unassuming way. Congratulations, John. This is a well-deserved honor. I am excited and honored to share this moment with you.
I got to know John Johnson a little over a year ago, when we traveled to Jordan and Israel together on a 2-week pilgrimage. It was there that we developed a deep bond over common interests, like service to the church, the work of God's justice in the world, and the Atlanta Braves. I'm excited for John to be honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award, which he certainly deserves for his more than 40 years of faithful service to the Presbyterian denomination. As I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity to get to know John and for what I've learned from him about the importance of educational ministry and service to the church. God bless.
John, congratulations on this award. I am so thankful for you. You were my youth group leader and the Christian educator at First Pres Burlington when I was growing up there. It's because of you that I knew that it was a safe place to ask questions about God, which eventually led me into the ministry. Getting a chance to prepare a worship service was so fun on our youth Sundays and Montreat and the service trips. And then I've seen your legacy in the presbytery now that I've joined our original presbytery as a minister of Word and Sacrament, and the churches you have served are just thriving thanks to your and God's influence. So congratulations.
I first met John Johnson 40 years ago as a member of the youth group of First Presbyterian Church in Greensboro. As director, John had envisioned a series of summer mission trips, a recurring cycle of local, national, and international service experiences as a way to build young faith and to expand the world for young people. We worked hard on all of those trips, but we always had plenty of time with John and his guitar, plenty of time to sing, to laugh, and to worship together. Those trips were life-changing, and not just for me, but for an entire generation of North Carolina kids who were blessed and lucky enough to have John Johnson as a youth leader. And even today, those songs are written on our hearts, and we could all sing them as if not a moment had passed. It is not an exaggeration for me to say that I would not be a pastor today without those formative experiences, without those songs, or without the mentorship and leadership that I experienced from John Johnson. So God bless you, John. Thank you for being such an incredible leader and mentor and friend, and congratulations to you on this honor that is so richly deserved.
As John's sister, I've seen his gifts as a Christian educator grow and blossom over a lifetime. His unique blend of creativity, insight, love of young people, and engaging sense of humor have equipped him beautifully for a lifetime of service to the church. Whether John was leading his youth groups in service trips at home and abroad, or composing and producing youth musicals, or teaching all ages in a relevant way, John has expanded the meaning of Christian education. Thank you for your extraordinary life of service, John.
If you know John Johnson, you probably already know that he is a big fan of the Atlanta Braves. And he is a big fan of the Tar Heels. And John is a big fan of educational ministry. He has served his entire career in educational ministry as a Christian educator in the local church and as a minister, and has always kept educational ministry in the forefront. And John is a big fan of APCE. He has served APCE admirably for a very long time. John served APCE as APCE's president, and he also served the cabinet as the coordinator of technology and social media as he improved on the website and social media to help APCE move into the future. And John has been photographer at the annual event for many years. And it makes me wonder, when he's up on stage being recognized, who's going to take pictures of John? Because he's always out there taking pictures of everybody else. John, congratulations on this recognition, and thank you for your service to APCE.
I am Barbara Johnson McLean, John's oldest sister. I was 7 years old when he was born, and so I've known him all of his life. Our father was a Presbyterian minister, and our mother was a DCE. So when John decided to go to PSCE, it was no surprise to any of his family. Later, John went to seminary and was ordained as a minister of word and sacrament. John has heard God's call and beautifully meshed the word of educator and teaching elder. He impacted the lives of so many through the years. Our parents would be bursting with pride, as are those of us in his family. Well deserved, John. Congratulations.
Hey, it's Willie Fisher. I was a student in the youth group under John Johnson from 1990 to 1993, and he was certainly one of the very few that helped me in my faith formation during a very big time in my life, those high school years. He also challenged me with music. We were fellow music lovers, and really taught me a lot about how music can really open a lot of doors with youth, to get them to collaborate together, to worship together, talk about God together. And his kindness, his courage, and his ability to really reach young people was something that was what drove me to him, and what made him have a profound impact on a lot of people throughout the decades. So congratulations to him, and it's very well deserved for all the positive, incredible impact he made on my faith and others.
First, I'd like to say congratulations to John on this much deserved award. I know that his many years in church ministry and Christian education has touched a great many lives, and I'm lucky enough to be one of those lives. I grew up in the church where John was the youth minister and spent a lot of time with him in youth group and on service trips and other adventures. And John was always kind and thoughtful and smart and funny and very humble. And his calm leadership really, in my formative years, helped me become a better person today. And I know I thank him personally for that. And I bet John doesn't even realize how many people he's touched and how many people he's made better being who he is. And so, again, I want to say congratulations. I can't think of a person more deserving of this award.
When I think of John Johnson, I think of four things: North Carolina, music, technology, and faith. John was the first person I met when I started at PSCE. We moved in at the same time. John introduced me to Carolina Blue. All things Carolina Blue. As far as music went, John provided the soundtrack to my life while I was there with an amazing stereo sound system that he had and shared with us at John and Tino dances and any place where he could. And he also wrote music while we were there. When it comes to technology, you never saw John then and now without a camera around his neck. But we had the opportunity in a Don Griggs course to do a pretty fancy slideshow together as our final project. One of the slide projectors, one of the 4 slide projectors, jammed in the middle of our presentation. I uttered not so great language, but John jumped up, went into action, and corrected the situation. And we finished our project, and I think we even passed the course, as I remember. And the other was faith, a constant in John's life. John, this honor is so well deserved. And I know in whatever happens in the future, wherever God takes you and Debbie, I know North Carolina, music, technology, and faith will always play major roles in the ministry that you have yet to do. Congratulations, John. Well deserved.
I met John in the fall of 1977. My impression first year was, this guy's bold. The rest of us were holding back, watchful, getting the feel of graduate school and each other, testing the water with our toes. John was all in. Party room, center of the action. Let's try it. I'll do it. Come on. By the second year, he got his wings. He wrote a cantata. You heard me. He wrote a whole cantata. The music, the words, choir parts, soloist parts, instrumentalist parts. He taught it to us. He conducted it. We performed it. I think he never looked back. Church jobs, ministry, youth trips, adventures, technology, leadership, moves, ordination. Never afraid to ask, what's next? Part of bold, I'm quoting dictionary.com here, not hesitating to break the rules of propriety. A part of bold, still quoting, not hesitating or fearful in the face of rebuff. And synonyms for bold, still quoting, courageous, daring, John Johnson. Well done, you.